Oh, it's my own and it's attached to my head. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to click live over here too. How is everybody doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, you guys. I hope it feels like Friday wherever you are. It's been a while since I had that feeling of actually like entering a weekend space. Wait, let me put this. But it's Friday today. How's everybody doing? I still have a lot of back pain today. I feel like a robot. I had a really low day yesterday. Today I'm marginally better. I'm just kind of, you know, that feeling when you're just kind of stiff and feeling tension in your body. Like that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. I'm excited about this class, actually. So we were supposed to do, or supposed to, there's not really a supposed to, we don't really have a big plan for these classes, but I had in mind, you know, we're going to do a vinyasa flow, we're going to sweat a little bit and move dynamically the way we kind of have the past couple of weeks for these lives. And then, so what happened with my back, I filled our entire garden bed, and I was like shoveling into really hard rock for like half a day. And then I woke up the next day and I just felt totally stuck. And I was telling a friend, I was like, yeah, you know, it's not emotional. Normally my back pain is very emotional, like it's very energetic. It's something that always relates to some sort of inner thing, you know, like everything physical, for me at least, relates to something that's challenging me or something that's hard. And then I told my friend, I was like, yeah, but this time actually, you know what? I just shoveled rock, you know? And then she said, but you probably shoveled rock the way you shovel rock. I was like, what do you mean? Like really intensely. Like really intensely, like you gotta get everything done really fast. And I was like, yeah, okay, I guess it is. It is emotional, like everything is emotional. I'm not sure if we're still all in sync, but we had so many people when we were doing the 30-day yoga challenge that had their periods and cycles in sync. I'm getting close to my period soon, so I don't know if you're sitting at home and you're like, I've been grumpy all day, or my boobs hurt, I don't know what's wrong. Just that feeling of like, I don't know what's wrong. Like that feeling for me is like a few days before my period comes. Well, this is your sign that maybe you do know what's wrong, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's just your uterus, okay? So anyway, all of these things combined just made me think, okay, let's do a really mellow practice today. And I had this idea, how about we all stay in our pajamas? So for our part of the world where we just kind of woke up, like just stay in your PJs. If you're in Europe, like put your PJs on, getting ready for bed, or stay in your sweatpants or whatever you've worn. So no need to wear like fancy workout clothes. I don't know if anybody wears that, but something super comfortable, right? That's this practice today, something that really allows us to look for comfort in every moment, in every pose, in every transition, in every breath. So I'm calling this class Pajama Flow. I actually wore these, like, now I have yoga pants on, which I do sleep in. So this is my like big t-shirt that I sleep in. But my pajama pants fell off when I put my mic pack on because they're not tight enough, so I had to change. Otherwise you guys would be seeing too much of Rachel for today's class. But yeah, I have some cards ready for this morning. I also have a journaling prompt ready for this morning if you want to take a journaling prompt with you into the weekend. So I'm going to get a little bit deeper into that. I do want to announce before we get started that next week we're going to have 2 classes just as usual, but one of those classes is going to be a full moon ceremony. An actual full moon yoga class paired with a ceremony for the full moon where we're going to journal together live in real time. And I'm going to explain to you how you're going to take that and bring it out to the light of the full moon alone later at night. So it's a releasing ceremony. It's a ceremony of completion, of letting go. We're going to have that happen on Thursday, which is the day of the full moon next week, May 7th. And it's going to be a little bit different time. So 11 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST, 2 p.m. like Aruba time and New York time. 7 p.m. GMT and 8 p.m. Sweden time. Okay, we're going to share that on social, but if you want to join us for a full-on full moon ritual, I'm really excited because I do this stuff on my own. I never did one live. I never did one kind of recorded. So I think it's going to be really nice to feel that collective energy, all of us together. So you'll get to bring like all of your crystals or sacred gems or go sit by your altar. And we're going to do a full moon flow, like actually moving our bodies. And then have a little ritual around the full moon. So I'm excited for that. Mark your calendars for Thursday. Yes, that's all my announcements. Let's get started. Oh, this coffee is saving my life. Okay, so something that has been on my mind this week that I kind of want to collectively share. So who here, and I know you resonate. I know we're in the same energetic space, same wavelength. But who here, has really encountered something during these past couple of weeks, during this pandemic, during these challenging times? Who here has encountered something that they absolutely love? That silver lining that you feel has made an actual positive impact in your life? That little golden gem in the midst of all of this pain, right? Because we can't deny that there's a lot of pain, a lot of struggle. But who here has found something that's actually been really beautiful about these past couple of weeks? Like raise of hands. And I think that goes for all of us, right? Even for the ones of us who have experienced real loss, who've had huge transformation, I don't know anyone who hasn't had a big financial hit, who hasn't lost employees, who hasn't had to close their small business, and worse, right? But even though we have all of those things going on, I really believe that each of us, or most of us, have been able to connect to something that has been a positive, some outcome, something that has shifted either inside of us, or something that we were forced to shift because of our new circumstance, or something about the pace of this life that we are actually reaping a benefit from right now. I mean, really. Today's podcast day, so I talk about this on the podcast that I released today a lot. It's a pretty long episode about this, but we've all had so many epiphanies, realizations, big things that we've found as truth, about life, about ourselves. We've all been through a big portion of healing, actually. The reason you're here right now probably is because you are on a really serious healing path right now. And doing these kinds of practices, connecting with this community, looking within yourself again and again is part of those tools that you use to heal. So the thing about this, though, when we come across, and I that was like my big thing that clicked for me this week, when we come across a place of alignment, like when we align our actions with who we actually are a little bit more, or when we actually, take that step on the path of where we're supposed to be, which what might mean that, like I'll give an example, perhaps before this pandemic, you were on this huge career path, like climbing the corporate ladder with this idea of like, I have to succeed, I have to get promoted, I have to make more money, and then all of a sudden maybe you're laid off, right? Which is a big loss, which is a big, big, big pain, like a lot of uncertainty, a lot of change, a lot of fear. But at the same time, being home these past couple of weeks, perhaps you have found yourself deepening your intimate relationships, or deepening the connection that you have with your family, with your friends, with the people in your life who truly matter. Perhaps you find yourself suddenly at home with your kids without distractions, right? Without disruptions, without having to always be on the way somewhere, like just being at home with the family. Just as an example, right? And perhaps, that has led you to this big realization of, I don't know if the path I was on is the one I want to stay on, right? Maybe I want to change something. Maybe I don't want to climb that corporate ladder anymore. Maybe money isn't the most important thing to me. Perhaps there's some sort of value that I'm being shown or being taught right now that means more than where I was before. So then the question becomes, how can I align the actions of my life with what I really truly want? Like, how can I actually allow myself to tap into that place where I live the life I actually want to live? And it's weird because so many of us have made these changes now. We were forced to make these changes now. And when we found something that we enjoy, everyone I talk to goes, yeah, but I don't know what was keeping me from doing this before, right? Like I'm a really good example of that. I make my own hours, I run my own business. The only person in my way is me, right? I didn't have a boss who told me you have to be at work and work late and stay here and, keeping me from being with my kid. I was kind of running that quickly on my own accord. Like I made that choice every day. And now I go, hey, I don't want to live at that kind of pace. Like the pace I'm at now, like this is where I really truly want to be. This place where I feel at peace, actual peace, right? Not just looking for peace or striving for peace or practicing things that bring me to peace, but just feeling at peace, like that's where I want to be. And what was keeping me from doing that before? Me, right? Myself. Really, nobody else. No one else was forcing me to live another kind of life. So that's been, of course, my big epiphany in terms of like, I want to have that slower pace of life. I want to keep some of these structures that I have in my life right now, even as, this pandemic ends, hopefully, knock on all the wood, we are going to have more of a normal life, at some point, hopefully fairly soon. And the thing is, whenever you come across a major life realization where you decide, hey, this is what I want, I'm going to make a change in my life, whatever it is. For me, it is slowing down, like really slowing down, which I've realized again and again, like I haven't figured out before how to actually do, right? Maybe for you, it's something super different. Maybe it is nurturing those deep, intimate connections with your family. Maybe it's taking care of your body in a real, genuine way. Maybe it's, leaving a relationship that isn't serving you anymore. Maybe it's putting yourself first, like whatever it is, right? We all have had that big thing that's like, this is my big realization from this time. Like, I commit to this, right? I don't want to lose this. And then what happens, and this is so fucking true, and I see this again and again in my own life, the moment I make that kind of sweeping declaration to the universe of like, this is what I'm doing now, I am choosing myself, immediately the universe turns around and throws me a curveball, which forces me to actually evaluate, am I going to stay true to my word, right? So an example of that could be, I make the announcement that I am going to take a year off. I'm not going to work. I'm not going to do anything, no classes, no retreats, none of this. And then all of a sudden, immediately, this opportunity comes along that involves all the things I didn't want to do, but it's like, has something that's good, right? It would be good for my business, or it's a lot of money, or it's something that I think in my head is like something I should be doing, or like I would be letting someone else down if I didn't do it. And all of a sudden, I have to make a choice, like which way do I go, right? And I think the universe does this for us so we can really solidify and anchor into our commitment. It's like a test. It's like, are you really going to stay true to what you're promising yourself right now, or are you going to venture down that regular old path? Which me, prior to this pandemic, I was. Like, I had this sweeping declaration of, I'm not going to teach in 2020. I'm not going to do any workshops, retreats, tours, trainings, nothing. I'm going to heal from this burnout. I'm going to be home, be with my family. Like, this is it. And then a week later, my agent calls and says, hey, so The Rock has a fitness convention and wants you to be like his yoga person. Do you want to do it? And I'm like, The Rock? Are you kidding me? Like, and my husband goes, yeah, but hey, this is something you don't want to do. Like this, I know this is something you don't want to do. I know this is something that's going to be like a pressure thing, or, going to this big convention with all these people you don't know, like it's going to feel stressful when you get closer. And I'm like, no, but come on, I cannot turn this down. I love him. He's like my idol, biggest thing ever. Of course we do it, right? So it's like, this is like a fun, light version of that example of this. But that's what life will do, right? Another one of my sweeping declarations was earlier this week, I will not let anything disturb my peace. My peace is the most important thing to me in my life. Nothing. Like if I get a choice at any point of my day, I will always choose peace. I won't let anything disturb my peace. And bam, right? Some major drama came my way immediately, huge drama came my way. And I find myself swept up by this thing of like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Who would do such a horrible thing? And then I go down this little rabbit hole for a moment, realizing I'm agitated, I'm stressed out, I'm trying to figure this out, I'm like in fixing mode. And then I catch myself like, hey. What was this thing you committed to about peace, right? What was this thing that you committed to yourself? Not just to other people, but to yourself. Like, why is the commitment we make to ourselves the first one we break? And I really got to sit with that and then go, okay, there are things that I need to incorporate into this day to keep me grounded. I shouldn't be on the phone with these people all day. I shouldn't ponder this all day, talk about this all day, go deeper into this hole. No, I'm going to go move my body a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to go sit in nature a bit. I'm going to go garden. I'm going to do these things that self-regulate, choose peace over everything else, and then from that place, deal with the problem. Right? Is this making sense? So for our journaling prompt today, I really have this angle of the universe will test you. The universe will test you, will push you. So for our journaling prompt today is this, because I want us to really solidify, anchor into, and fully commit to these positive things that we have encountered in our lives lately. For them not to be, oh, you know, I had those weeks during this strange time of the world where everyone was suffering of this pandemic, where I felt better for some reason in different areas of my life, where I slowed down, where my heart rate was lower, where I could meditate easier, where something actually made me feel better. And then everything went back to normal and I started running again, right? And I lost that. So like, you know, you don't want to look back at this time and see these little keys that the universe has dropped for you and then realize that actually you turned the other way. Like you picked another path. You kept that door closed. So for our journaling prompt today and for this weekend, if you want to deepen this a little bit, is a change I have made in my life that I am committing to is. A change I have made in my life that I am committing to is. I'll say it again. A change I have made in my life that I am committing to is. And you can continue just filling in that sentence and just stream of consciousness journal, just like word vomit, but on paper, and see where you get. Or you can write a sweeping declaration to yourself, right? My commitment to myself is. And take that really fucking seriously. My commitment to myself is. The commitment you make to yourself should mean more than the commitment you make to anybody else. To your family, to your kids, to your husband, to your wife, to your parents, to your coworkers. Like the promises you make to yourself mean more. Still, somehow, they are the first ones we break. So my commitment to myself is, like, go big with that. And see where it takes you. Okay? Yeah, I feel good about this prompt too. So we are going to head over to the mat in just a minute. So if you're joining us for this practice, the practice happens only on yogagirl.com. So we're going to, I have a little pillow party happening over there. I literally brought the cushions and the pillows from my bed to the studio this morning. So if you need a moment just to head over to yogagirl.com, if you're on social media right now, do that now. That's where this class is happening. It's for all subscribers. You can do the 10-day free trial if you just want to test out this class and you don't want to commit. That's totally okay as well. And if you're using a secondary device for playlists, now is a good time to start to get that going. So you're going to find the Yoga Girl Spotify, and the name of the playlist is Live Yoga Class May 1st, because today is May. It's going to be May.
Link in bio. Link in the description.
Link in bio, your bio. The link to the Spotify playlist is in the description of the class. So when you go to yogagirl.com, you just click on the live class, and in the description, you'll find the link to Spotify as well. So you can have a secondary browser open playing that music if you want, or have the Spotify application or another device, or no music. It's going to be a mellow class today. Okay? So if you're joining me for our Pajama Flow, it's going to be a gentle class with lots of props and support. Get that ready. Get your playlist ready. I'm going to shuffle these cards. I'm going to stick with the angel cards that we used on Monday. I'm feeling in tune with them right now. One more sip of coffee. So closing the eyes. Wherever you're at. And let's all bring our awareness to this commitment that we've made to ourselves. So just feeling into the body right now, feeling into your heart. And take a moment to acknowledge this commitment that you have made, or this commitment that you're currently making to yourself, and really define it, like really make it something that you can see clearly in your mind's eye. And we all have things we want to change. We all have things we long for in our lives. We all have something that we yearn for, right? Whether it's a slower pace of life, maybe a life completely without stress or pressure. Maybe you're looking to create or invite something new into your life, perhaps a new level of abundance. Maybe there's a relationship that you long for, or perhaps just anchoring into this practice of really, truly taking care of yourself and not losing that no matter what. So connecting to your commitment to yourself. I'm deciding here now, I will not break this promise. I will stay true to myself, to what I want out of this life. I won't take this life for granted. And I will continue to choose myself, to put myself first, to focus on my own heart, my own needs, my own longing, knowing that when I do that, it increases my ability to be of service to others, right? So taking care of ourselves makes us better mothers, better fathers, better friends. It starts with us right here, right now. And this change that you've seen in your life, it's here for a reason, and it's here now for a reason, right? Because you're ready for it. But it requires your commitment, and it requires showing up for yourself again and again and again. So staying with that promise, taking another deep, full breath in. Open the mouth, exhale it out. And blink the eyes open. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if you can read it. Can you read it? Is this good?
Yeah, don't keep moving it. Just
hold it still. Closer.
Yeah.
Like this?
A little lower. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, this card says, goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. I mean, do I need to read any more? Like, I feel like this is enough. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Okay, boom, we're done. We're done. Man, okay. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Look how broken this card is too. Like, this card is like, you have finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. I could cry a little bit. This card indicates that a chapter in your life is closing. Perhaps you've been feeling a sense of loss or anxiety about the future. This card reassures you that your present situation is teaching you many valuable and important life lessons. You're now taking that wisdom and beginning a journey with new people, new work, and new situations. Be open to this change, as it brings many blessings for everyone involved. Your future is taken care of. Your future is taken care of. Additional meanings for this card. You may be moving to a new home. A job promotion is upcoming. A relationship is ending. A transition is noticeable. Let go of unhealthful old patterns. Make time to work on healing your past hurts. Okay, that's it. That's it. Do we even need to go do this yoga? I feel like this was the yoga. Like, goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, let's head over to the mat, everybody. So if you're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you can join us on yogagirl.com. And, okay, can you help me get this phone out?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. You stay. You, bye. You stay. Okay, I'm going to take these earrings off. Thank you. Okay, gang.